Welcome back to the Battle Spot. I'm your host, Moonlight Swami, and today I'm bringing you guys another VGC doubles battle featuring a Rain Dance team. We're taking on a Conkeldurr, a Kangaskhan, a Thundurus, and a Togekiss. This is going to be a very interesting matchup as we are rocking our Politoed, Ludicolo, Swampert, and Scizor. His team does not exactly make me leap for joy because that Thundurus can be a huge problem. Luckily, of course, Ludicolo can always go for his Swift Swim, and go for an Ice Beam and hopefully kill it, but at the same time, that Togekiss goes for a lot of Follow Me's, and it's an Assault Vest Ludicolo, so I go for a Fake Out on Thundurus because I'm afraid of what it can do to me, as the Togekiss actually goes for the Tailwind, being probably the more troublesome of the two. I went for a Hyper Voice with Politoed, which is probably the worst idea out of anything I could have done. I probably should have Icy Wind on it to help slow down in case of said Tailwinds, but Thundurus goes for a Thunderbolt, and I hold on with 2 HP as it is a Life Orb Thundurus. The Helping Hand Ice Beam will indeed take out the Thundurus, however, so we're in a decent spot as Politoed really doesn't have much use after it gets up its Rain Dance. It is a Damp Rock Politoed. This Air Slash from Togekiss actually does a pretty good amount of damage considering I'm Assault Vested. In comes the Kangaskhan, unfortunately, which obviously Mega Kangaskhan is a thing that is very troublesome. And Mega Evolution for the double hit comes out, and I decided to go for the Protect with the Politoed because I expect either Fake Out or Sucker Punch or something. He does go for the Fake Out onto the Politoed, which does not hit thanks to the Protect. The Togekiss goes for the Follow Me as I go for a Scald, which will hit the Togekiss. I was really not happy with that. The burn really is meaningless to me at the moment because of the simple fact that the Kangaskhan was the threat that I was targeting with that, as the burn brings it down under half and the Citrus Berry cracks, putting it back up to about 2/3. I decided to go for a Helping Hand, I believe Ice Beam at this point, as a Power Up Punch will go into Ludicolo, which will not kill me, but it will obviously bring the Kangaskhan up to +2 attack, which is always a very dangerous dilemma to be in, as I do go for the Scald onto the Kangaskhan, and I do get the burn, so it's back down to base attack. The Air Slash will kill my Ludicolo, however, and now we are in a little bit of trouble, as Politoed is on death's doorstep, and of course, he has 3 Pokemon left. So the Togekiss and the Kangaskhan are both burned, which is at least a good thing, as their Tailwind does peter out, which is fantastic. I decided to switch into Scizor, and I most likely am going to Bullet Punch the Kangaskhan. Do I go for a Helping Hand Bullet Punch? I think I do. The Togekiss does go for the Follow Me, which actually helps me a lot because, well, I was aiming for the Kangaskhan, but I do get to take out the Togekiss now because of the Bullet Punch being super effective, which actually was probably a miscalculation on his part. I don't know if he was expecting me to do something else, but he goes for a turn at base attack, which did enough damage, but obviously I can deal with that as the burn brings it down to well within Bullet Punch KO range. The Conkeldurr, however, is a problem because you never know if these things are guts. Usually they are, sometimes they're not, and they can be really tricky to deal with because you want to burn it so badly to lower its attack, but you don't want to make it ridiculously powerful, as it goes for a Mach Punch on Scizor, which does not do enough to kill me. And the Scald coming out from the Politoed, I decided to go for that because of the rain, and because I know that we can pretty much take out the Conkeldurr when all is said and done, based on the fact that we do have one more Pokemon sitting in the back, as he's going to go for a Drain Punch on Scizor, which will KO Scizor, but we're in a good spot because we do have 2 pokes left. That is his final Pokemon, and the 2-on-1 advantage with Swampert, which is also in the Swift Swim range, is going to be more than enough as I go and Mega Evolve. I believe I just go for a Waterfall and take out the Conkeldurr to finish off this game with Mr. Anchor Arms, Mega Swampert. Goes for the Mach Punch onto Swampert, or actually onto Politoed, trying to make this a one-on-one battle as he gets a crit. Probably would have been a little bit more helpful on Swampert, but the Waterfall will indeed take out Conkeldurr, and that is your battle. So I hope you guys enjoyed another VGC doubles battle. I'm Moonlight Swami, and I'll have something more coming to you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace, I'm out.